things. Michelle Perry Roberts has been on our show many times, and I have been hosting her new podcast called I Am Not My Diagnosis. Her and I have been talking about these things about like what's happening in the holidays. Even Michelle's dressing me up. You might notice I might be looking a little bit more dun dun dun, and that's because this cool red jacket. So what we've been talking about is the specialty that she has for dressing people and really helping them even shop for Christmas presents. She has been a personal shopper for years. Lately, she's been working with clinics, and she's like, "Hey, this is the perfect time for me to get that skill out there." And I thought, why not us do an interview so we can hear more about what is really needed out there to feel good and how Michelle can help you. Welcome in, Michelle Perry
Hi.
Roberts.
Thank you for having me on your show today. Yes, I am a professional shopper. I've been doing it at a very young age. My background is definitely, I started at 12 years old working at a friend's cowboy store. And at 14, I started at the Gap. Then I went to Casual Corner. And then when I was in college, my best friend and I had our own clothing store. So we were buyers, and we had one of the top um, designer stores in Reno in the 80s. It was called Tumblewind. And then on top of it, I stayed in retail for quite a long time, ended up going to work for Macy's and Wine Stocks and becoming a buyer for both companies. And then one day, um, life kind of changed. I had fallen in a dressing room, got hurt really bad, and had to have a bunch of jaw surgeries. So, you know, basically my other back end too was always I was always in healthcare. So shopping to me has always been just my fun. It was always my fun Friday night job to get a good discount. So nobody's really hiring on Friday nights right now. But the biggest thing more than anything, I love to shop for other people. I love to make them feel beautiful. I've learned so much in all my career. I mean, I was a fashion merchandising major, and
Oh,
yeah, it was too easy. The teachers, like, I already was like, this is not the real world. I live in the real world. You're not teaching the real world. So
oh,
the best part for me was just being able to being exposed to how to do colors, but different body shapes, what looks good on them, working with so many different stylists, um, and getting people, the look that they want. Because many times there's people who don't know even where to begin. They start a new job or they move to Reno and they have, no idea where to go. So that's
but
kind of,
Michelle, do they really have to just live in Reno? Like I
no,
live
they can live anywhere.
many hours from you, and you were able to dress me with your own wardrobe. You're like, let's put it all in a box. Let's bring it on over to Rhonda, and pretty much everything fit.
Yeah. See, and that was easy.
Ah,
Just,
I mean, but for those people like me, you know something, and I know a lot about workout apparel.
yeah,
Since I was 19, I was in the gym. I'm like, yeah, I know how to, define those kinds of things, but most people really do not understand color, the way their body shape is to what, accentuates certain things. So I would love for you to get out there and help people. That is incredible. It makes you feel so good. It's like a healthcare plan.
exactly. Well, and
Hmm.
it's, the biggest part more than anything, it takes somebody's holiday stress off of them. I will do that for you. You give me a list of what you want, give me some ideas, and then I'll go shopping for you.
Yeah.
And I love to shop. Unfortunately, I do suffer from an addiction called shopaholicism that I've been working on, been doing really good. But at this time of year, I'd rather shop for somebody else to make them feel good, have all their presents wrapped, and the perfect gifts that are out there. And,
Yeah.
it's funny, I can look at somebody and exactly know what would work for them. So,
Well, all your experience too, Michelle, like all the avenues that you went through to know that the knowledge that you have, 'cause it really does take knowledge, and how young you were getting involved in all this.
well, I think a lot of it came down to my stepdad said he wasn't going to buy you any clothes, and I love clothes because I was brought up always having to look perfect all the time. So that's when I started working when I was young. But the best part of anything more than anything is that I love to dress people. I love to put them in a dressing room. They got a new job or they have a party to go to and find the perfect outfits for them to make their life so much easier.
Also, do you know of more places? Like I went with the shopper when I was getting ready to do probably Fox News. And I was looking at all these things. I got there probably 5 minutes before her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's really nothing here, and all this kind of stuff. She walks in, oh bam, go in the changing room. Okay, this, that, bam, done within like 15 minutes. Then I was ready to do the news, go out for speaking engagements. I'm like, everything happened so fast. So you have ins on where to go. What's the latest stuff that you want to be able to, help somebody shop and look good? That takes a lot of hours for somebody who doesn't know what the heck they're doing.
Well,
And
we have
maybe never getting the result they want.
yeah, and we have so many people that have moved here from the Bay Area or somewhere, and there's a lot of secret shops that nobody knows about. There's some up in Tahoe that are phenomenal boutiques, and there's some down in Reno. And I'll take somebody to TJ Maxx, and they say this is my budget of $500, and I mix and match an entire wardrobe for them that would last a month.
And TJ Maxx is interesting because everything is so tight, but with your eye, you can just be walking and looking through, and you know exactly what you're looking for. Like it's amazing what that level of talent can do. And $500 is great. I mean, if you had $1,000, that would be incredible also.
Yeah, and I used to, one of times in my life, I did have my own professional shopping business here in Reno. It was called Images, and I would get hired by the HR departments to come in and give speeches, and also they would give, especially if they were trying to up level the employees' look or different things like that, was taking them over to get their hair done properly, to make sure that their outfits look really good on them and they know how to coordinate their wardrobe.
Yeah.
So,
How do people
but it's
contact you? Like how does this work? Because already I can feel there's a big need for this. How do they get to you?
the best way to contact me is Michelle the Shopper at gmail.com. Michelle, the THE Shopper, SHOPPER at gmail.com. Or my phone number is 775-384-4324. And you can always text me.
So it's Michelle the Shopper at
Yep,
Gmail.
at Gmail.
I'm putting it here so it's really on the screen too. Okay, so Michelle the Shopper at G. I didn't even know you had that.
Yeah, that's one of my secret ones.
And then let me display that for everybody so they can see it. And then your phone number 705
775-384-4324.
775 384
4324.
24.
And it's really the best thing if a man hires me, their wife or girlfriend's going to get what they want for Christmas instead of you picking something out and them having to return it. That's because my husband does not shop for me because he has the worst taste in the world.
Michelle, he also knows that you have everything you need in your house. That's what good of a shopper you are.
I have been, yeah, I've been shopping my own closet, which has been
Yeah,
shopping for things I totally forgot I even had in my closet.
I know. I told you in your lifetime, I'm not sure if you can wear all your clothes. And you go, yeah, I can. I'm like, are you serious?
Well, I got rid of a lot.
Good. It feels probably good to clear because you're more slender than you were some years ago. That's why I get some of this stuff. I'm starting to slim down too. I'm feeling so good.
Well,
But I
I
get some of those clothes.
I had so many beautiful clothes, and people came and this is when I was super sick, and they were supposed to take it to the shop, the consignment shop here in Reno. They never did. They ended up keeping it for themselves and never gave me any money. So it's like,
Michelle,
you know
that
what?
feeling.
I just want to bless people. It's easier for me to throw it in a box and say, here, enjoy. You need a new look.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I appreciate your vision. And I see this something that, I mean, Michelle, I could see tomorrow is the day before Thanksgiving. With this video and just you being in this light of expressing what you can do, I believe you could probably make some calls and say, "Hey, did you check out my new video I did? Because I would love to dress you. And how much money would you like to spend on shopping?" And you're doing this in your business, in your career, and I want to up level that. These are the colors you've been wearing. I have something different. I want to take you to a boutique and really allow you to feel that new promotion or the new things you're doing are up leveling. So I can see that this is going to be needed, especially with Black Friday.
oh yeah,
I think
it's
you should
huge.
jump on this tomorrow to make some
Yeah.
calls to help people actually do their shopping so that you can get them stuff and get the right stuff that they need.
Yeah. And that's the hugest thing more than anything is people just don't, some people know what they like, but majority of the time you go into clothing stores anymore, they don't help you. They just like
Yeah.
sit you go to Macy's and they're not, yeah, they have professional shoppers, but they're not that good. And I hate to say it.
Well, maybe they're going to schools, like what you said. School is very difficult. It does not translate to the real life.
Just it's true. And then
Yeah.
a lot of retail clerks just don't help you anymore. They just ring you up. That's what they're positioned to do, is just to be somebody there to just to sit and ring you up and not say, "Oh, that you could if you add some earrings or if you add a belt or if you here look at these great shoes." I mean, I honestly got in trouble one time when I worked at Dillard's because everybody was coming up to me and they're like, "Take me shopping," and I was getting $5,000, $10,000 sales for families that this was during Christmas time that just were wanted me to shop for their whole entire family. And
Yep.
the store manager's like, "Nobody does that, Michelle." I go, "Well, that's what I've done my whole career."
And you're upping the sales
Yeah.
of that place. And so I could see you probably getting bonuses or something
Just
with that. I mean, to bring that much money into the company, like, oh, here, right, Michelle is here.
just
Well, my daughter, you know her too, of course, and she always makes more sales than what they ask her to make. She's all over the place. I said, so are you helping them with, like what you said, belt, hat, all these kinds of things? And she says, yeah, if I have time, I'm sending them off stuff. And the interview, which was the first job, first time, dressing somebody, and she did it. And she did it by watching somebody because she didn't have the experience. But me being her mama, since she was younger, she couldn't even do much because she was just like a very young tyke, go out and play with Barbies, but she was already dressing herself. And then when you looked in her room, her tops were decorated a certain way. She wanted to know what was going on. Like, she has a connection with clothes. So I can imagine you as a youngin going through this stuff. When did you know that you were this person that could really change people's lives?
probably ever since I was 14 when I was also modeling too and asked to help pick out outfits for the runway. So,
Wow.
yeah. And I think the biggest thing more than anything, it's the passion I have for clothes and, the passion of you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can really mix and match. And there's a ton of sales that people don't even know about sometimes. And I'm probably the best at I shop the clearance racks all the time and I find the most unique things.
That's what I'm always looking for is unique, something that looks good, that doesn't look crazy outwardly, like, why is she wearing that? But it's different. And I think everybody is when they start getting into style,
Yeah.
what they're looking for.
Yeah.
You're not
And
looking like,
everybody's different too. I mean, the hugest thing more than anything is that our bodies change as we get older and sometimes women with menopause, they haven't lost their stomach, but there's ways to dress around it. There's ways to, when you're short, you can look taller. There's ways to, accessories can do a huge thing for outfits.
Wow.
And, that is like I look at all the accessories I have and I'm like, "Holy tamales."
I
That's
yeah,
another thing I gotta go through.
I've never seen all of your stuff. This is so fun. Okay, so here we are, Michelle Perry Roberts. And if you want to connect with her, Michelle the Shopper at gmail.com. And we have her number here, 775-384-4324. Michelle, I'll give you this link to the video. It's all over Facebook and then also YouTube.
Perfect.
Make sure you connect with people. This is instant
Yep.
money that you get to help people with.
Well, and I think the hugest thing too, that's why I want to put on my Facebook page. There's also women-owned businesses. They don't even know that's just another side of my entrepreneur business too. Has always been, coordinating outfits and doing events and taking women, who have a big party to go to and they don't know what to wear and throwing them in a dressing room. They're like, "Oh, you saved me so much time."
This is it. This is the hot stuff. You've been working with clinics, and I know there's people asking you for help, but right now, this is the season. Maybe you do this as a seasonal thing and you concentrate it
Yep.
on like each transition into each season.
Yeah, it's true. I
All right, my
appreciate your
friend.
time. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to put it out there.
Yay! Okay, well, fabulous. Hey, everyone, Fresh Talks Global Vision. Isn't this inspiring? We're talking real important stuff here. So, you have Michelle's Gmail, but you also have right now her phone number and connect with her. Probably the best way to do it is probably text so you could grab her right away. That's probably the quickest way. So, appreciate you, Michelle. Good luck.
And I was gonna say you can live anywhere and I can still shop for you. So,
That's why I love that there's the phone number and an email because they can be anywhere and you can be looking at them and then know where to shop and how to send
yep,
things to them. And you'll know the process and how to do all that once you connect with them.
perfect.
All right. Thanks,